Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back with the last stack of plunder that I need to show to finally get myself all caught up on everything. It's going to be an all-tape update this time, and we're going to kick things off with a recent reissue that I was really excited about. And yeah, this is Nevermore with Dead Heart in a Dead World. Sorry about the glare there. There's your spine. Comes on a black tape with a gold print. Yeah, if you're not familiar with Nevermore, they were a groove / progressive metal band out of Seattle, Washington, active between 1992 and 2011. This is their fourth full-length album, originally put out by Century Media back in 2000. This is a Brutal Planet Records 2022 reissue, limited to 100 copies. Have not had a chance to listen to it, and I do remember really digging this album. It's been a long time since I heard it, so I'm really looking forward to checking out the cassette version of that. Next up, the next two here are actually from the same band, and that is Vicious Blade. You probably saw one of my last updates, CD updates actually. And I mentioned this band. They are a thrash metal / Crustbin out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Been around since 2019 and features castrator vocalist Clarissa Badini on the vocals. Kicking things off, we have the self-titled. And this comes on a smoky tape. And yeah, this is the band's debut EP, put out by Our Ancient Future back just last year, limited to 150 copies. So I was really excited to see they actually still had copies of that. And then, of course, I showed the CD version of this. This is a Siege of Cruelty. Again, sorry, really fighting the glare here. And this one comes on a kind of off-whitish, almost gray, light grayish tape. And yeah, this is their second EP put out by Our Ancient Future just this year. No limitation on this one, so yeah, this one should definitely be available if you should decide to pick up a copy. Again, next two by the same band here, and that is Vorlust, who are a black and death metal band out of Oakland, California. Not exactly sure how long they have been around, but my buddy Sean over at Wise Blood Records threw their most recent album, Lick the Flesh, in one of my orders not long ago, and I just really got into that album. So damn good. And so I thought, well, I'm going to see if I can pick up, at least some of their other stuff and try to catch up on their catalog, because that's what's terrible sometimes, is that you get into a band or you discover a band and then you can't get their catalog because it's out of print or whatever. I know that's happened to me a couple times here recently. It's kind of annoying. But surprisingly, they still had pretty much everything, which there's not a whole lot. I think the only other thing, it was like a single that was like a digital single, so not too bad. But yeah, this is their Beast demo. And this comes on a nice green tape. But yeah, like I said, this is their debut demo. Actually, I should probably just hold it like this. There we go. This is their debut demo put out independently by the band in 2019. And like I said, I was really surprised that they still had copies of this, especially since it's a demo, because demos tend to go really quick. I have listened to both of these releases, and God, they are so damn good. This band is amazing. I'm so glad I just, was introduced to them. And then we have Piss Crystals, which is a split EP. There's the spine. This one comes on a nice pink tape. And yeah, this is a split, like I said, that was put out independently by the band just last year. It's a split with a band called Astral Butcher, which is another new one for me. And they, of course, are also a black thrash band out of Oakland, California. And I believe this is just like the only release that band has put out so far. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. All right, with these next two, shout out to the Metal Miners. I've seen both of these tapes in recent updates, and I was like, okay, I want to check those out. And I really dug what I heard. So, of course, I had to track down copies of it. So, yeah, first out we have Deconsecrated with The Hidden Path. Here's your spine, and this one comes on a black tape with silver lettering. Really cool looking. If you're not familiar with Deconsecrated, they are a death metal band out of Chile. Not sure when exactly the band formed, but this is their debut demo put out by Burning Coffin Records in 2020, limited to 100 copies, 50 on the black that I just showed, and they also had 50 on gray, but I was just happy I was able to find a copy of the black. And this was actually also reissued by Unholy Domain Records just last year, limited to 100 copies. Has a slightly different artwork in terms of coloring and everything, but everything else is the same. And then a band that it's really hard to find any kind of information on. Even the Metal Archives does not list this band, which that gets annoying because then it really makes it difficult if you're like me and you want to try to find out more info about these bands, especially for videos and stuff. But this is Tar with Left to Bleed. Your spine. This comes on a nice kind of translucent yellow tape there. And yeah, Tar, what I could find out about them are a death metal band out of Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Not exactly sure when they formed, but this is, I believe, their debut EP put out by Frozen Screams imprint just this year. So 2022 release. Really heavy, really nasty sounding stuff. I definitely recommend going and checking them out. And last but most certainly not least, we got another split here, and that is between the band Mortuous and Skolix. There's your spine. Comes on a nice black tape with gold lettering. Yeah, if you're not familiar with Mortuous, this is who I bought it from, and there's kind of the main reason that I wanted to get this. Yeah, they are a death metal band out of San Jose, California. Been around since 2009. Skolix are a death metal band out of Oakland, California. I actually forgot to look to see when they formed. But, yeah, this is put out by Carbonized Records just last year, limited to 300 copies, and you had 3 different colors. The black, which I showed, is you also had gold and purple as your choices, but they only had the black and the gold, and I was just happy that they had that because I was able to pick this up. Have not had a chance to really listen to this just yet, but I know I love Mortuous, and Skolix are actually a band that has been on my radar that I've been wanting to check out and pick up some of their stuff. So, yeah. Really happy to get a copy of that. And yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. I am finally caught up. I do have stuff coming in the mail. But yeah, not enough right now to really worry about making a video just yet. So I'm just glad to finally be caught up so I can kind of get this stuff organized a little bit better and get some stuff put up. So yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you guys. And until next time, stay brutal.